1. c4 e5. The English opening, focusing on controlling the center. 2. nc3 nf6, developing knights and preparing for kingside castling. 3. nf3 e4. Gaining space and putting pressure on the center. 4. ing5 c6. Preparing for d5 and defending against the threat on f7. 5. qa4 qe7. Introducing the queen to put additional pressure on e4. 6. f3 x3. Initiating a pawn exchange and doubling the f-pawns. 7. nxf3 g6. Kingside fianchetto, securing the king's position. 8. d4 bg7, completing development and preparing for kingside castling. 9. c500, castling kingside and restricting black's knight. 10. bf4 na6. Developing the knight and aiming for c5. 11. bd6 qe3. Aiming to create threats on the kingside. 12. nd1 qe6. Bringing the knight to a central square. 13. nf2 re8. Supporting the e3 square and reinforcing the attack. 14. h4 b6. Preparing for a pawn break in the center. 15. ing5 qf5, attacking f2 and preparing for a potential sacrifice. 16. g4 qd5, putting pressure on the d4 pawn. 17. oobx c5. Initiating a pawn break and opening lines for the pieces. 18. dxc5 nxc5, capturing a pawn and attacking the queen. 19. qc2 xa2. Sacrificing the queen for a coordinated attack. 20. bxc5 rb8, attacking b2 and preparing to open lines. 21. b4 qa3+. Forcing the king to move and disrupting coordination. 22. kd2 nd5, bringing the knight into the attack. 23. rh3 re3. Introducing the rook to the attack. 24. nf4 rxh3, sacrificing the rook for a decisive attack. 25. bxh3 h6. Gaining a tempo and weakening white's position. 26. nf3 nxb4, continuing the attack and gaining material. 27. qc1 qa5. Restricting the king's movement. 28. q3 d5. Opening lines for the dark-squared bishop. 29. ned2 h5. Preparing for g4 and limiting white's options. 30. kf2 hxg4. Simplifying and creating weaknesses in white's structure. 31. nb3 qc7, centralizing the queen and targeting c5. 32. qd2 gxf3. Taking advantage of the pin and attacking e2. 33. bxc8 fex2. Capturing material with a discovered check. 34. c2 qxc8 0-1. With a material advantage and a winning position, black forces resignation. This game showcases strategic planning, piece coordination, and a well-executed attack by black. The game concluded with black's victory due to a decisive advantage in material and position. Let's examine the key reasons. Material advantage. Black has a significant material advantage, with an extra rook and a powerful position. Threat on c2. Black's queen on c8 is threatening to capture the pawn on c2. The white king is unable to escape due to the presence of black's pieces. Weak white king. The white king on e2 is exposed and vulnerable. White's pieces are unable to defend effectively, and there is a lack of coordination in the defense. Pinned bishop. The white bishop on c8 is pinned to the king by the black queen on d7, making it unable to defend the critical squares. Considering these factors, the white position is untenable, and black has a winning advantage. The move 34, qxc8 forces white to resign, as it not only captures material but also maintains a dominant position with threats that white cannot adequately address.